Good afternoon, everybody. Today is November 12, 2025. Today our lecture is Visuddhi Mega Purification. It is about the wisdom, part 17. Before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddhas in Namo Tassa and 3 times, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for watching. Today we continue learning about the Sankhara Khanda, the mental formation aggregate. So the Pali is starting like this. Sankhara Khanda Katha. So Sankhara Khanda Katha. Sankhara Khanda is a mental formation aggregate. Katha is talking about the mental formation aggregate. So Pali introduce like the Yambana Wotan. Bana, the other aggregate, we will talk Yangenji Abhisankhara Sankharana Lakkhana Sabandang Ekadoka Doa Sankhara Khando Virida Bodhi. So like it is like this, hold on. Already mentioned in the introduction in the content of the aggregate. So the meaning is a Yangenji is a sum. Abhisankhara lakkhana, Abhisankharana lakkhana. Abhisankharana is make join together that kind of characteristic. So Saban or done those mental formation aggregate. Mental formation aggregate is money. 50 kind of mental factors, not including the Vedana, feeling, and not including Sanya, perception. So altogether, mental factor is a 52. So 52 minus 2, feeling and perception. So we remain in 50. So 50 mental formation are here, 7 done. 7 all done those 50 kind of mental factors we call here mental formation aggregate. Ekato is make a one. Ekato means make a one. Kadwa make. Ekato is a make as a one. Sankhara Khando mental formation aggregate. But you know they are different function they perform. But we call according to the Khanda aggregate only Sankhara Khanda one name, isn't it? Viridabo should be known like this. So it is like this, all done already mentioned in previous lecture. So ita in that Pali, Ita meaning is in that Pali, okay? Ita in that Pali, Abhisankharana Lakkhana Nama. Abhisankharana Lakkhana Nama. Abhisankharana Lakkhana is a characteristic of the mental formation is Rasi. Oh. Because Abhisankharana is difficult to understand, so another Pali Buddha explained Rasi Karana Lakkhana. Oh. Rasi Karana Lakkhana. Lakkhana is a characteristic. So the characteristic of mental formation aggregate is here more clearly mentioned Rasi Karana. Rasi is a group. Karana is a make. So mental formation meaning here is a make group, make a team walk, you know. So teamwork is very important in everything, yeah, in our body and in our daily life, you know, the kind of work or economy or politics or any sector we need working together, isn't it? As a team. As a team, we need to do. So that's why the here Pali say Rasi Karana Lakkhana. So Rasi Karana Lakkhana is that meaning the make a team group working together for some kind of performance. That's it we call here mental formation aggregate. So 50 kind of mental feathers, they have a different function, but they perform together to be complete same performance. But they perform as a different function, but you know, main goal is same. The meaning here, the group, that team group is here Rasi in Pali. So Rasi is a more clearly understanding than the Abhisankharana. Abhisankharana is difficult to understand, that Pali. That's why Buddha, another Pali, replaced with another Pali, Rasi Karana Lakkhana. Okay? That's a very important to understand. So in mental formation aggregate, there are so many kind of mental feathers. They perform as a different function, but their main goal is same. So that's why. Abhisankarana Lakkhana also this meaning, yeah, we need to understand. Okay. So Kimpana Tani and Tandi, sorry. Kimpana Tandi Abhisankara Yewa. So Kimpana Tandi Tan, so Tan is those the kind of working together, teamwork is okay. What is this? The question. Kimpana Tandi. Tan is referred to the working together group, mental formation group. So mental formation group is game. What is it? What are they? Just very short answer is Sankhara Jiva, just Sankhara. Sankhara is generally the answer, general answer. Sankhara meaning is the body and mind is we call Sankhara, isn't it? Nama Rupa is we call Sankhara. But here is not Rupa, just Nama. Nama is not all nama. Nama is just 50 kind of manifesta, Chisasika only. But those 50 kind of Chisasika is, we call Sankhara Yewa, Sankhara, because they are depend on the many conditions. They are depend on the many conditions, so that's why. That's why Sankhara Yewa Pali say like this. So Yataha, Yata Aha, Yata how the Buddha Aha talk in the different sutta. So here mention Sankhata Mabi Sankharondidi Ko Bhikkhave Dasama Sankharadi Hochandi di Bhikkhave monk. Ko is a nominee here. Bhikkhave is a monk. The Buddha called to the monk like this. When the Buddha make a Dhamma talk, starting calling make a remind to listen the Dhamma talk at the time. Buddha's called Bhikkhave, the monk. Sankhata Mabi Sankharandi means separate to a Sankhata plus Abhi Sankharandi. Sankhata is various kind of condition make a result. Sankhata. Abhisankarandi is, the influence by the various kind of condition. Because of dasama, because of that reason, sankhara, we call sankhara. Sankhara ochati. Ochati is a call. We call sankhara. Because we call sankhara, because of those number, here is not everything. Here is a 50 kind of manifestos are always depend on the many conditions. Many condition is influence. Many condition influence to the 50 kind of manifesta. That's why we call those Dhamma Sankhara. Bali Buddha explained in different sutta like this. So Visuddhimagga, the commentator referred to the Buddha words like this. Okay, and then continue. Te means those 50 kind of manifestos are Abhisankarana Lakkhana. Abhisankarana Lakkhana is working together as a team. Their characteristic is working together as a team. So when you practice meditation, you watching one after another these 50 kind of manifestos. When you watching, you see those are working together like this. Abhisankarana Lakkhana. The meaning. Their characteristic is that you will see during the practice meditation by the insight wisdom, you can see them, they are working together as a teamwork. Like a human being, very interesting. So that meaning here, Abhisankarana Lakkhana. And then those 50 kind of manifesta, the Sankara Khanda, manifold formation aggregate is Ayuhana Rasa. Rasa is a function. So their function is ayuhana. Ayuhana rasa. Ayuhana meaning is their, their function is make a teamwork function. Their function is a teamwork function. That meaning is that they cannot, just only one manifestors cannot perform to complete successfully their performance. They need each other working together. Ayuhana meaning is the teamwork. Their function is like a teamwork. And then Vipara Vichupatana. Vichupatana is a understanding manifestation in the meditative wisdom. It's a Vipara. Vipara meaning is these 50 manifestors, they are very active. Vipara means that they are very active. All the time they are very active. Very active to perform something, very active to do something. So the meditator wisdom, one investigate those the 50 kind of manifestors. Here we call manda formation aggregate sankhara khanda. So sankhara khanda is like very active to do something. You will see in your wisdom like this when you practice meditation. This is very important. So that's why the Buddha is explained like this: a manifestation of the Sankara Khanda manda formation aggregate is Vipassanā. Vipassanā is very active to perform something. Okay, and then the last one is Sesa Khandataya Padathana. Sesa is remaining, Khanda is aggregate, Taya is 3. So 3 remaining aggregate meaning is Vedana Khanda, feeling aggregate, Sanya Khanda, possession aggregate, and Vijnana Khanda, manda formation aggregate. You have to know, you have to understand. Not Rupa Khanda, okay? 3 remaining aggregate, Sesa Khanda Taya meaning is feeling aggregate, Vedana Khanda, possession aggregate, Sanya Khanda, and conscious aggregate or mind aggregate, Vijnana Khanda. So these 3 Khanda. These 3 Khanda is very close cause to arise the Sankhara Khanda. Yeah. So Sankhara Khanda is all together, together with the Vedana and with Sanya and Vijnana, isn't it? Without Vijnana, they don't know the object. Without mind, they don't know the object. Yeah. Without feeling, they don't have the experience the object. Without possession, they don't have a memory to recognize the object, isn't it? So that's why in the Sankhara Khanda, very close cause are 3 the remaining Khanda. Feeling aggregate Vedana Khanda, the perception aggregate, sanya khanda, and consciousness aggregate, vijnana khanda. That's why. Yeah. Very important, okay? So sankhara khanda is like this. We have to understand. So when you practice meditation, yeah, you will know the sankhara khanda in your wisdom mind, okay? So that's why here Buddha explained. So the Pali English translation is now it's what already mentioned in previous lecture. Whatever has a characteristic of matter formation should be as understood or taken together as a formation aggregate. Sankhara khanda. And here too, what is said to have the characteristic of formation, which is a characteristic of agglomeration, abhisankharana. So what is this? This is a formation themselves. So according as in different Sutta, what the Buddha explained, they perform as a teamwork. Bhikkhu means a monk. That is why they are called mental formation. So they have a characteristic or the forming or team. Their function is accumulate. Accumulate is working together as a team, and then they are manifested as intervention. Intervention meaning is very active to do something. And then their proximate cause, the very close cause, is the remaining three immaterial aggregate. Yeah, immaterial aggregate means Vedana khanda, Sanya khanda, and Vijnana khanda. Okay? Okay, so we probably go to the next explanation. Sabanesa ewan. Okay? Vijnanena sambabhedapi lakhanadito sabhava. Sanjanana lakhana. Not this one. Yeah. Sorry. Ewan lakhanadito ekavi dapi cha. Cha is a continuously explaining. Ewan like this, according to previous explaining. Lakhanadito is a characteristic. Lakhana is a characteristic. Adi is etc. Lakhanadito, characteristic, etc. Ekavidabi. Ekavidabi is even though one kind. Even though one kind of mental formation, sanya khanda, but jati vasena. Jati vasena is according to the born jati. Divida, three different kind. Three different kind is here mentioned kusala, one kind. Agusala, another kind. Abhyagada, another kind. So it is like this, Divida, three kind. Like a previous khanda, sanya khanda, and Vedana khanda also like this. Three kind. Kusala, Agusala, and Bhyagada. So Sankhara khanda also Kusala, Because they are working together with the wholesome, they call kusala. When they are working together with unwholesome consciousness at the time, they call akusala. When they are working with the resultant mind, vipaka chitta, or functional mind, kiriya chitta, at the time they call abhyagata. Like this. So according to the bond, Chativasena, they are three kinds. You have to understand. Tesu. So these three kinds, kusala or akusala or abhyagata, these three kinds, tawa first, kusala vinyana sambhyota. Kusala vinyana is a wholesome consciousness. Sambhyota is associate. When they are associate with the kusala wholesome consciousness, kusala vinyana, at that time they call kusala. They call means the sankhara khanda. Manda formation aggregate, we call kusala. Very similarly like this. Akusala sambhyota. Akusala sambhyota means when they associate with the unwholesome consciousness, at the time they are called akusala sankhara khanda. Okay? And then very similarly, abhyagata sambhyota. Abhyagata is vipaka, visadan mind, and kiriya, functional mind. When they associate at the time, these sankhara khanda is we call abhyagata. Like this. Okay? So that Pali English translation is according to the characteristic, etc., they are only one kind, but according to the bone type, there are three kinds, namely profitable or wholesome, unprofitable or unwholesome, and indeterminate or abhyagata in Pali. So as a regards of these three kinds, when they associate with the profitable consciousness or wholesome consciousness, they are called profitable or wholesome. When they associate with the unwholesome consciousness, they are unwholesome. When they associate with the indeterminate consciousness means resultant consciousness or functional consciousness, they are called indeterminate. Like this. You have to understand. Okay? And then tata. Pali continue like this. Tata. Okay? So tata is tata meaning is in those three khana, sankhara khanda, kusala or akusala or abhyagata. So tata I refer to those things. Tawa first. Tawa is a first. Kamavachara. Sing spear. Kamavachara. Sing spear. Patama. Patama is a first. Sing spear first. Kusala. Wholesome. Vinyana. Consciousness. Sambhyota. Associate. So when they associate with the sing spear first wholesome consciousness. Since we are first wholesome consciousness, meaning is somanasa gata vinyana sambhyota asankharika chitta. Okay, when we learn Abhidhamma, you know this one is a first Kamavachara Kusala Chitta. So first Kamavachara Kusala Chitta is feeling is pleasant feeling, Samanasa Sagata, Jnana with the wisdom. Yeah. Asankarika and proud. So that kind of consciousness associate. So Niyada. Niyada is always. Niyada, always. Sarubena. Sarubena is Sarubena is according to the counting. Agada is coming. Satta Visati 27. Satta is a 7. Visati is a 20, so 27. So 27 mandal formation, mandal feathers, sorry. 27 kind of mandal feathers working together with the first Kamavachara Kusala Chitta. First sing sphere, whole sun consciousness. We learn in Abhidhamma those things. These 27 mandal feathers are always associate with that consciousness. Okay? That consciousness. Always. They are always together. Okay? And then Yuvapanaka. Yuvapanaka is the not mentioned in one by one exactly, but you know that kind of Dharma group is we call here Yuvapanaka. Yuvapanaka means is not mentioned one by one entity, just you know, generally saying Chattaro is a four kind. So we will learn later these four are. Okay, and then Aniyada. Aniyada is a not always. Aniyada means sometimes associate, sometimes not associate. Like this. They are not always. Sometimes associate, but sometimes not associate. So those kind of manifestors, we how many panchati, pancha iti. Pancha is a 5. So it is like this. How many we together? 27 plus 4 plus 5 plus. Oh, like this. 27 plus 4, 31. Okay. 31 plus 5, 36. That's why Chattinsa. Altogether, Chattinsa is Cha is 6. Tensa is 30. 36. 36 manifestors working together at the time. Okay, so 37 manifestors, 3 group we can separate. One group is always working together. Niyada, 27. 4 are not mentioned, separately. Those manifestors are working, and then 5 five manifestor is sometimes walking, sometimes associate, sometimes not associate. They are not always like this. Altogether, 36 kind. 36 kind, yeah. So for example, when you practice loving kind of meditation, for example, when you practice loving kind of meditation, so you are during that meditation, your mind is a kamavachara patama kusala vinyana chitta. Six sphere first wholesome consciousness. Somna sasagata, jnana sambyuddha, asankarika. At the time, some are not working to aniyata panchamina. Five crew or manifesta is like some the three the up to two abamanya, two abamanya. Abamanya unlimited Chisasika is Karuna, Murida, like this. So at that time, they are not working with your loving kind of meditation. Like this. For example. So later you will more detailed understanding. Just this is I mentioned just the example. Okay. So anyway, when you practice meditation, some kind of meditation, or you doing some kind of, merit, wholesome things, dana or sila or bhavana, any kind of, with the consciousness. Kamachara, patama, kusala, vinyana chitta. So at that time, maximum manifestos working together is 36. Maximum. Okay? Maximum is 36, but not all the time, not maximum 36 is not working together. Sometimes some depend on your condition or situation, they are changing. These five, Anyata Pancha, the not only associated manifesta, five manifesta is sometimes working together, sometimes not working together. You have to understand like this, okay? So that's why 36 is a maximum, Chatinsa is a maximum, but maybe some case less than 36, maybe 35, maybe 34, maybe 33 or something like this, changing. Dependent condition, okay? So here just mention maximum manifestos is working together, 36. And then Pali continue, Tata. Tata is in those 36 kind of manifestos. Tata. Tata in those 36 kind of manifestos explain Paso. Pasa is a contact. Chetana. Chetana is a volition. Paso, Chetana, Vitaka is an initial application. Vicharo is a sustained application. PD is a dry. Virya is a effort. Jivita is the mental life faculty, Jivita. Okay, and then Samadhi. Samadhi is a concentration. Samadhi or Ekagata. We learn Abhidhamma is Ekagata, but Ekagata and Samadhi is the same, isn't it? So Samadhi, concentration, and then Sada. Sada is confidence. Sati is a mindfulness. Hiri is shame, in the unwholesome, Ottappa, fear from unwholesome, Alobo, and non-attachment, Adoso, non-anger, Amoho is a wisdom, non-delusion or wisdom, Amoho. And then Kaya Basadi Ho. Kaya Basadi also. Kaya Basadi, Chitta Basadi, Kaya Lahuda, Chitta Lahuda, Kaya Muruda, Chitta Muruda, Kaya Kaminyada, Chitta Kaminyada, Kaya Pagunyada, Chitta Pagunyada, Kayu Jugada, Chedu Jugada. So, those Dharma, those manifestors, Sarubena, according to the counting method, Agata coming, Sadawisadi 27. So 27 is a studying from the Passa to the Chitu Jukata. Altogether, when you count, 27 you got. These 27 manifestors are always working together with the first six sphere wholesome consciousness. Okay? So the Pali Buddha explained like this. So the guru is working with like this. Always, they are always associated. Okay? So that that Pali English translation is like this. Here and firstly, those associated with the first six sphere wholesome consciousness amount to the 36. That is to say, the constant one, which has a 27. Constant one means always associate. Always is a manifest as 27, given in the text, such as and then 4 also whatever stage, and a 5 in inconstant. Inconstant means not always, sometimes associate, sometimes not associate. So here in the 27, given as such mentioned one by one, is number 1, contact, Phassa. Number 2, volition, Chetana. Number 3, Vitaka, applying thought. Number 4, sustained thought, Vichara. Number 5, happiness or interest, Piti. Number 6, Virya, energy. Number 7, Jivita, Indriya, life, mental life faculty. And then number 8, Ekagata or Samadhi, concentration. Number 9, faith or confidence, Saddha. Number 10, Sati, mindfulness. Number 11, conscience meaning wisdom. Number 12, shame means hiri. Number 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 11, conscience hiri. And number 13, non greed, aloba. Number 14, no hate, adosa. And number 15, non delusion is wisdom. Yeah, wisdom here. Conscience not conscience hiri. Yeah. Shame is Ottappa. Okay. Science Hiri. Number 12, shame is Ottappa, Hiri. Ottappa, and then Aloba, non-greed, Adosa, no hate, Moha, non-delusion or wisdom. And then number 16, tranquility or the mental body. Mental body means mental feathers. And then tranquility or the consciousness. The And then number 18, lightness or the mental body. Mental body is a mental conscious, mental feathers. This is a, you know, kaya, mududa. Lauda, sorry, kaya lauda. And then liveness or the consciousness, chitta mood, lauda. So mobility of the mental body. This is kaminyada, chitta and kaya kaminyada. And then 21 is malleability of the consciousness, chitta kaminyada. Like this, huh? And then 22 is a widiness or mental body. 23 is a widiness of consciousness. And then 24 is a proficiency of the mental body. And then number 23 is a widiness of consciousness. Number 25 is a proficiency of the consciousness. And number 26 is a rectitude of the mental body. And 27 is a rectitude of the consciousness. Chidu Chukata. So like this all together, 27 mental feathers associate with the consciousness. You have to understand like this. Okay? And then we go to the next one. So the next one is the Pali Chando, Adhimao Ko, Pali studying like this. Huh? Chando, Chanda, which Adhimao Ko is a determination. Adhimao Manasikara is the kind of the Manasikara is mental attention, sorry. Manasikara is attention, and then Tatara Michatata. Tatara Michatata is equanimity. Okay, so these four mandaphadas. These four mandaphada we call Yuvapanaka. Didn't mention the specifically, but these four Chanda, Dimokha, Manasikara, Tadra Michatata is working with the wholesome consciousness, isn't it? Because we wish to do wholesome, because we make a determination to do wholesome, because we pay attention to do the wholesome, and then because we our mind is the Tadra Michatata is neutralized. It's a balance with them. So that's why our mind is perform the wholesome. So that's why these four consciousness, these four manifestos we call here Yuvapanaka in Pali. Pali name Yuvapanaka means they are not mentioned separately, but understood Chanda, Dimokha, Manasikara, and Tatra Michatata is working with the all wholesome consciousness. And then Karuna, Mudida. These two are, we learn Abhidhamma is Appamenya, isn't it? Karuna, Mudida is Appamenya. Appamenya Chitasika, unlimited. Karuna is a compassion. Mudida is appreciated joy. Mudida. Okay? So Karuna is a compassion, Mudida, appreciated joy, and Kaya Docharita Virati. Kaya Docharita Virati. Virati. Vaji Docharita Virati. Kaya Docharita is a bodily evil. Virati is avoid or abstinence. Abstinence from the bodily misconduct. Kaya Docharita. This is Virati Chesasika. Abstinence. Abstinent manifesta is the three kind. We learn in Abhidhamma, three. Virati, three. So, Kaya Docharita Virati and Vaji Docharita Virati is abstinence from the verbal misconduct. So, in the Eightfold Noble Path, we say Eightfold Noble Path is Samma Vacha. Samma Vacha is Vaji Docharita Virati is very similar. Samma Vacha. Samma Kamanda is Kaya Docharita Virati. Kaya Docharita Virati is Samma Kamanda. Okay? So Pali is sometimes Buddha used in different words, but same meaning here. When you compare with the Eightfold Noble Path like this, okay? And then Micha Jiva Virati. Micha Jiva Virati is we learn in Abhidhamma the the Sobhana Chitasika, 25 kind of Sobhana Chitasika is 3 kind of Virati is the Samma Vacha, Samma Kamanda, Samma Vacha, Samma Ajiva, isn't it? Livelihood. So here. Micha Jiva Virati. Micha Jiva is a wrongly livelihood, abstinence from the wrongly livelihood. From the wrong livelihood meaning is directly translation, abstaining from wrong livelihood meaning is Sama Ajiva, rightly livelihood, isn't it? So that's why Mecha Jiva Vidadi is similarly in the Eightfold Noble Path is Sama Ajiva. You have to understand like this. Don't confuse, okay? So Kaya Docharita Vidadi is Sama Kamanda. Vajidocharita Virati is a Sama Vacha, right speech. Right speech is a Vajidocharita Virati, abstinence from the Baba and Baba misconduct. Sama Vacha. Like this. Mecha Jiva Virati meaning is Sama Ajiva, right livelihood, isn't it? So it is like this, Imedo Anyada. Anyada means they are not always associated with the wholesome consciousness. Because sometimes we are not talking about the round talking. So at that time, no Vajidocharita Virati. When we practice the loving kind of meditation, at that time, Karuna, Mudita, appreciated joy, and compassion is no walking at the time. Just Adosa is walking at the time. So These 5, Karuna, Mudita, Kaya, Docharita, Viradi, Vaji Docharita, Viradi, Mecha, Jiva, Viradi. These 5 manifestors are we call Aniyata, not always associated manifest. So altogether 5. Pancha. Buddha explained like this, each by name, counting, by counting each by each. So Karuna, Mudita, Kaya, Docharita, Viradi, Vaji Docharita, Viradi, Mecha, Jiva, Viradi. These 5 manifestors are Aniyata manifesta. Okay? Okay. So it is he. He, because the reason, it is these 5 manifestors are Kadachi, sometime. Oh. Kadachi is a sometime Upajandi arising. Upajamana Picha. Even though sometime arising, Ekado together, not opportunity, not arising. The meaning is Karuna and Mudita is never ever together arising. Because Karuna is a compassion. Compassion means that the person who are very suffering, you want to remove that suffering. That's a compassion, Karuna. But Mudita is a different nature. Mudita is appreciated joy. When you see the person are very successful, that person, your mind all very appreciate of that success. So nature is different. So Karuna and Mudita is never ever together. Never ever. They are separately working with wholesome consciousness, isn't it? When you appreciate to the other, at that time, Mudita is working with your wholesome mind. But Karuna is not working at the time. Like this. When you compassion to the other who are very suffering, at that time, your wholesome mind is working with only Karuna, compassion, no Mudita, no appreciated joy. At that time, no appreciate. Why you appreciate that that person is so suffering? You appreciate that? No. So that the object is not same, different object, different manifestors working. That's why nature, Karuna, Mudita is object is a different object. So they are working on a different object. That's why they are never ever together arising. Never. Understand? Yeah, very important. That nature is a very important to understand. That's why some person in this country, I mean your pet dog or pet animal very seriously illness, cannot cure. At that time, you send to the center to kill them because they don't want to see in front of them. They so suffering a lot. They don't want to see it. That's why the owner sent to the center to kill them. So different situation, different working, the manifestor is working. First, the owner compassion, because of the pet is too much suffering a lot in front of them, they're so compassion to that pet animal. But changing later, they're so angry. I cannot remove that suffering. And so angry, and they are changing mind anger. So that's why they sent to the center to kill them. So with the confession, it's a wholesome mind, but with the anger, unwholesome and changing. So that nature is like this. Our mind, wholesome and unwholesome and changing, is sometimes very tricky way. Change very fast from wholesome to unwholesome, from unwholesome to wholesome, like this. This is our nature of mind. Very strange, you know. If we don't understand that, you think that is okay. That is not akusala, not unwholesome. The owner think I sent to that center is I'm okay because I don't want to suffer a lot for them. They say like this. But okay, you know, put the on or the light by force, isn't it? So that's why, yeah, Buddha point out like this. Okay. So anyway, so you have to understand this nature. These five manifestors are not always together arising, even though they are arising sometime, even though sometime arising, but they are not always together, separately. The meaning is you have to understand. Okay, so the Pali English translation here is the four. The four is we call Yivapanaka in Pali, or whatever stages are those zeal or desire, chanda, resolution, adhimokha, manasikara or attention. Attention means bring your mind to the object. And then tatra mijadada, equanimity. Here English translation is specific neutrality. Specific neutrality, equanimity. And the five constant, five are inconstant, not constant, inconstant. Inconstant is compassion, karuna, mudita, appreciated joy. Here, gladness. Appreciated joy is more better, I think, to translate for mudita, Pali. And then kaya ducharita viradi, abstinence from the bodily misconduct. Vachi ducharita viradi, and 35, abstinence from the verbal misconduct. And then 36, abstinence Micha jiva viradi, abstinent from the wrong livelihood. So these five manifestors sometimes arise, but they never ever arising together. They are separately arise. You have to understand. Okay, that's why we call aniyata. Okay, so we go to the next one. So the next one is Pali continue explaining like this. Tata Pusadi di Pasor. Each one each. Buddha explained each one each. The 36 manifesto, each one explaining. Tata meaning is a refer to those 36 manifesto, Sankhara Khanda, manifestation aggregate. Pusadi di Pasor. Pusadi. Pusadi means a touch. Touch with the object. Aramana. Okay? Touch means not bodily touching. Touch, mentally touching. Mentally touching with the object, the meaning here pusati. That's why that manifesto is we call paso. Okay? So pasa is touching the object. Because of touching the object, the other manifestors working their own individual performance or function. Okay? So in the Brichas Mobara, dependent origination, Phassa Pachya Vedana, this is mentioned like this. Because of touching the Aramana object, Vedana experience, the feeling is coming out. Like this in the Sutta way. Okay? And then Swayam. Swayam is a Soyam. Soyam means that Phassa, that's contact. That's mental contact is Vipassanā Lakhano. The characteristic is a Vipassanā, touching with the object. The characteristic of Phassa is touching with the object. So object is this kind of object, sometimes, visible object, sometimes sound, sometimes smell, sometimes taste, sometimes tangible object, sometimes various kind of thinking, Dhamma, we call Dhamma. Check Rupa, Saddha, Gandha, Rasa, Pottabha, and Dhamma. So Dhamma is thinking various kind. Yeah, Dhamma is very many kind, including Nibbana, Paññatti, various kind of Paññatti, many kind included in the Dhamma object. So these 6 Dhamma objects are touched because of Phassa. Without Phassa, we cannot touch with these 6 kind of objects. So the meaning here, Vipassanā Lakhano, okay? And then, what is the function of Phassa? Here mentioned, Buddha explains Sangatana Raso. So rasa is a function. So the function of the Phassa is Sangatana. Sangatana is, how we say, Sangatana is, strike. Sangatana means another English translation, impeachment or striking. Yeah. This is a function of the Phassa. That's why, when you practice meditation, very quiet or silent place, at that time, the very loudly sound is coming out, you are like this. This meaning is a Sangatana, because of sound is a Sangatana, impeachment or the strike. That's why the whole your body is shaking. Sometimes happening like this. So this is a Phassa working at the time. You understand when you practice meditation, you have that kind of experience, isn't it? Okay, and then Sanipada Pichupatthano. Pichupatthana is a manifestation. Manifestation of the Phassa content is Sanipada. Sanipada is Nipada is together, meeting together. Meeting together means three things meeting together. Okay, 3 things meeting together means base with 2, Aramana object, and Vijnana consciousness. These 3 are meeting together because of Phassa. Phassa make like this. These 3 Dhamma to meeting together, like a host in English. Host means meeting together, host. So you invite the three your friend, your host. You are like a Phassa. 3 your Dhamma friend, it means what to base Aramana object, and Vijnana consciousness. So base and object and consciousness together, meeting together because of phassa. Phassa make that kind of meeting. Three are meeting together. What two? Base? Base meaning is, six kind of base, isn't it? Chakravatu, eye base, Sodavatu, ear base, Ghanavatu, nose base, Chingwavatu, tongue base, Kayavatu, body base, Haryavatu, heart base, isn't it? And the Aramana. Aramana is a six kind of Aramana we already mentioned. Visible object, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, and then Dharma object. And consciousness. Yeah. So consciousness. These three Dharma meeting together because of the phassa. So when you watching, when you investigate the phassa, you will see like this. So that is we call Picupatthana. Picupatthana is manifestation in the meditative mind. Okay, and then the last one is Apatthakata Visaya Padathano. Padathana is a proximate cause. So proximate cause or the very close cause to arise the phassa is Apatthakata. Apatha is appearing. Visaya is an object. Appearing object, and the into the focus, the object is a proximate cause for the phassa to arise. So the meaning is phassa is cannot arise because phassa is, if there is no object, how phassa arise? Cannot arise, isn't it? That's why in the Paticcasamuppada, dependent origination, Salayana Bhajya Passo. Yeah. Ayatana is a cause to arise the phassa. So ayatana is the sick ayatana is outside ayatana. Apadakata Visaya means outside ayatana, six kind of object, isn't it? So you can compare with the Sutta and then Abhidhamma like this, okay? More understanding. Okay, so ayang hi is ayang hi. He, it is true. Ayang means refer to the phassa. Ayang, this phassa content is Abhidhamma, even though mental, immaterial. Phassa is immaterial, mental, nama, in Pali, another Pali. Abhidhamma and nama is the same meaning. Immaterial. Immaterial meaning is mental. Even though mental, samano, happen. Aramani in the object. Aramani in this kind of object. Pusanakarenewa. Just touching. Pusanakara is just aspect of the touching. Pusana akara. Akara is aspect. Aspect of the touching only. Bodhati happen. So phassa is just touching with the aramana, just doing like this. Phassa is not knowing everything. Phassa is not knowing everything. Just touch with the object. Because of this is a function of the phassa. So like this, yeah. In our daily life, when we respond to something mentally, like this, all is phassa is involved. All is phassa is involved, Vedana involved, various kind of manifestors involved to respond something mentally in our daily life. Okay, so here the Pali English translation is here in it touch pusati. Thus we call contact phassa. So this is characteristic or touching. The its function is at the impingement or the kind of the akat sangatana impingement, and it is manifested as a concurrent. Concurrent means together, meeting together, concurrent. Its proximate cause is objective fee, the object has come into the focus. So as to is a characteristic, although this is an immaterial state, mental state, is occur with respect to an object as the act of the touching. Just phassa make like this only. Okay, and then the Pali, the continually more detailed explaining like this, the kind of ekadesena cha. Ekadesena cha. Cha is a contain. Cha is another more explaining. Ekadesena. Ekadesena is partially, not fully. Ekadesena is partially anliya manopi. Oh, sorry. Analiya. Analiya manopi. Not adherent. Anliya is a not. Anliya is a adhere is a stick. Adhere or stick. Not stick. Even though not stick, like when you with the glue, when you stick with something, they are together, isn't it? Not like this. Phassa is even though the touching, but analiya is not adhere, not stick. Rubanviya chakku. Ruban is a visible object. Viya is a like a visible object. So visible object is impinge chakku in the eye door at the time. Not physically, attach. Not physically adhere, isn't it? Visible object is not our inside our eye, not attached. Like this. Yeah, explain it, huh? Like this. And then Sadoviya. Oh, Sado sound also. Sadoviya cha sound also. Soda. Yeah. Soda is the ear. Ear door, ear base, not stick. But Chaitan, mind also, Aramanencha, object also, Sankatedi. Sankatedi is the impinge. Impinge. Impinge means the meeting together. Chitta and Aramana is meeting together. Yeah. So Tika Sanibada. Tika is 3. Sanibada is together. Sankhatasa. Sankhatasa we call. So we call 3 together, meeting together. 3 means I already told you. Vatu base. And Aramana object and Vijnana consciousness. These 3 Dhamma. Tika, Sanibada is a meeting together. Sankhatasa is we call. We call 3 meeting together. Okay? 3 is a Vatu base, 6 base, Aramana, object, 6 object, and Vijnana, consciousness. So these 3 Dhamma meeting together. Atano is the Phassa ipset. Atano is a Phassa ipset. Karanasa. Make. And Karana is not make. Karana is a cause. Because the cause was seen accordingly. Paveditata. Paveditata is make us to know. Paveditasa, because of make us to know like this. Sanibada Pichupatthana, we call the Pichupatthana, the proximate cause is Sanibada, meeting together. That's why we say. Okay? This is a passage like this. You have to understand. That's why in the Sutta way, Rube cha, Chakun cha, Padecha, Chaku Vinyana, Dainan, Sangati, Paso. Dana is a D3. 3 means a base and Aramana and Vinyana. Dana, Sangati, Paso. Pasas is just meeting these 3 Dhamma. This is a Buddha put the name. This Dhamma is we call Pasa. Yeah, Buddha know how to make a name, The other person, we don't know. If the Buddha didn't explain like this, we cannot know about the Pasa like this. Because Pasa is cannot see it. Pasa is immaterial, isn't it? Pasa is a mantle. So no shade, no color, We cannot see the phassa. How we know it? If Buddha didn't explain like this. Okay? And then go to the next one. Tijja Samanaharena Jiva. Tijja Samanaharena Jiva. Tijja is a ta is a refer to the phassa. Ja is a bone. So phassa make that kind of meeting together, the three meeting together, because of that condition, the cause. Samanahara is the suitable cause. So the reason also, and Indriya, faculty. Faculty means Chakundri, Sotindri, Ghanindri, Jingwindri, Kayindri, Manindri, this kind of faculty. Isn't it? Prekade. Prekade is make how we translate prekade is make producing. We say is in the object, this kind of object. Anandare yiniwa. Anandare is a na andare. Andara is a danger, na is a not. So without danger, anandare yiniwa. Without danger, opijana is arising. Because of arising. Opijana do apatha kata visaya patata nodi. We call apatha kata visaya patatana. The very proximate cause of the phassa is focus on the impinging object. So more explaining here, the Vedana Dithana Bhava Topana. Pana, more explaining Vedana Dithana Bhava To. Vedana is a feeling, Adhithana is the depending place. So phassa is a depending place to arise the Vedana feeling. That's why in Paticcasamuppada, dependent origination, phassa paccaya Vedana, isn't it? Because of phassa, Vedana arising. So Vedana is, the adhithana. Bhava is happening. Yeah. So the depending place at the Vedana, for the Vedana, the depending place happening because of that reason, Here, Buddha gave the example, gave the simile, analogy, give the analogy like this. Very interesting. Nichama gawiwiya. Ni is a no. Chama, you know chama. Chama is a skin. Gawi is a calm. So, like this is a imagination, okay? The example is sometimes real, sometimes not real. But if the cow has no skin, what happened? So every insect bite, isn't it? Like this. Like this. We have a phasa. That's why when we get the aramana object, phasa is a touch coming together, base, utu, object, and a vijnana. At that time, we have feeling, various kind of response, mental response to that object. You know, like a cow has no skin. Various kind of insects continuously attack. Under the attack, like this, our life is like this. Various kind of object come to us. Pasa is like this. You can imagine, like our behavior is like a no skin cow. Buddha gave that kind of example. You can imagine how difficult, isn't it? If we don't have phasa, we don't know the object. There's another problem. If we have a phasa, we are like a no skin cow. Various kind of the object attack all the time. And you know, always any single moment attack under the attack of the object, isn't it? There's a problem also. Yeah, so no protection means no mindfulness, no meditation. That problem, like our light call, no skin call, our light is without protection because the skin is protect. So no skin means no protection. So many insect bite, isn't it? Object also like this in our daily life. We have no mindfulness, no protection, very dangerous. Various kind of insect objects attack us all the time. So Buddha analogy is amazing, amazing. So that of all, you should know like this. You should understand like this. Yeah, very good example, isn't it? Yeah. So here the Pali English translation is, and although it is not adhere to one side as eye, visible object, and ear, sound. Yeah, it is what make a consciousness and object impinge. The puzzle together, meeting together, so that we got the information from that object. And then we have a lot of mental reaction, feeling, and then the loba, attachment, aloba, non-attachment. So various response. This depend on this condition. So it is said to be manifest as a concurrent meeting together because it has been described as its own action, namely the concurrent of the three. Three meaning is a six kind of be, six kind of object, and consciousness. That is an invisible object, and eye consciousness. Also ear, sound, object, and ear consciousness. Like this. In our mandali, in our daily life, happen in various kind, a lot. We cannot count how many. And it is said to have the proximate cause, and objective fee has come into focus because it is arrived automatically through the appropriate consciousness reaction with the faculty. When the object fee is present, when the object is present, you automatically react because of asa. But it should be regard. That's why Buddha, gave the kind of analogy like a, skinless cow. The heightless cow, he is English translation. I don't like this one. No. Cow, not heightless. Chama. Chama is a skin, no height. No skin. No skin cow. Because of the is a habitat of the feeling. Because of the pasa is a habitat of the feeling. So that feeling, with that feeling, we sometimes so suffering, sometimes so happy. Yeah, various kind. Okay, so the Pali translate the like this, and then another Pali continue. Explaining the nature of our mind like this, mentally. The Chedayiti Chetana, another manifest Chetana. Chedayati, Chedayati. Chedayati meaning is make kind of the make a pollution. That's why we call Chetana in Pali. So kind of the import the one person to collect the other person to import something to do like this. Chetana is Chedadi is make a order to do something. That's why in the Sutta way Buddha say Chetanaham bhikkhave kammang vadami. Yeah, bhikkhave man Chetana is I call kamma because of Chetana. Yeah, kamma is appear for everybody in 31 existence, various kind of. So volition or motivation. Yeah. So Chittadi is a make a motivation to the other manifestors to perform their individual function. Like the teamwork, the leader make motivation to the other co-worker. Leader also he make himself his duty, and then he make a motivation to the other to do their function properly. Like this, Chidana is the nature. That's why Chidedi Bali Chitayati. Chitayati is make a motivation. That's why we call Chetana. That's why Chetana is a translate volition or motivation. We can translate like this in English. Okay? And then Abhisandahadidi atho. Atho is according to the meaning. Atho, the meaning is Abhisandahadi. Abhisandahadi is, connect, coordinate. Or collect. To perform the teamwork properly, that the collection make by the Chitana. The meaning. Chitana is like this. Okay, Sa, that Chitana is Chitana Bhava Lakkhana. Lakkhana characteristic is Chitana Bhava means the kind of motivation happening. That's why the other manifestors they got the motivation and they perform their function very actively, And then Ayuhana Rasa. Ayuhana is already mentioned. Ayuhana, the Pali, Ayuhana Rasa, the function or the Chetana is Ayuhana, meaning is the collect together. Collect together means unitedly working together. Because only Chetana can do everything. The other manifestor also doing with the Chetana together. But the other manifestor need Chetana. Chetana make a motivation to the other manifestor together, unitedly working together. The meaning here, Ayuhana Rasa. That's very important to understand. And then, Sanvidahana Pichupatana. Sanvidahana Pichupatana. Pichupatana is approximate the manifestation. So manifestation, understanding in the meditative mind, the person who practice meditation to understand the Chetana is like this. Sanvidahana. Sanvidahana means make a coordinator. Chetana is like a coordinator, make a coordination. Coordinate. Coordinate is very important here. Connect each person to work, to perform unitedly. Coordinator is very, very important. So Sanvidahana is the meaning. Make a procedure step by step. You should do this step. You should do this one to make it this step. So like this. And then Sakecha, Parakecha, Sadhika, Chitta, Sesa, Maha, Vidaki, Adiyoya. This is a Buddha explain more clearly understand about the Chetana with the analogy, with the simile, with the example like this. We are is like this. Sakeja, Prakeja. Sakeja is its own function. Sakeja. Sakeja is its own function. Prakeja. Prakeja is the other function. The other person function. Sadhika. Complete. Jita. Jita is the senior Seisa is a pupil. Senior pupil. Mahawadagi is the carpenter. Wadagi is a carpenter. Great carpenter. Mahawadagi. Aryo, etc. Like this. So that means is the leader. The leader is make up his own function, and leaders, the make a motivation to the other to make their own function. Leader is like this. So Buddha gave that kind of example. Chetana is like kind of that. That's why Chetana is just Buddha mentioned Chetana is a karma. But not only Chetana, the other manifestors also involving together, working together with their own function. You have to understand like this. Okay, and then achayika. Achayika kamanu saranadisu cha. Cha continuously explaining. Cha is continuously explaining. Achayika kamanu saranadisu. Achayika is the very urgently. Karma is a function, doing the function urgently. Yeah. Sarana is a remember. Adisu is etc. Remembering etc. To do urgently something to do. Remembering etc. Panayang, so pana ayang. Pana is a nomen here. Ayang meaning is the Chetana. Ayang, this Chetana, this motivation or this volition is Sampayodana. Sampayodana is working together manifestors. For the working together manifestors, Chetana cannot walk only, lonely. Chetana is together with the other manifestors like a Vidya, Chanda, or Loba, Loba, various kind of. So for those associated, Samyuddha, associated the other manifestors, Osahana Bhavena. Osahana is make effort. Bhava is happening. Happening make effort. Bodhada arising because arising. Bhagada very obvious to know how it happen. Okay, so that means Chetana is like this. Make effort to make a motivation to the other associated manifestors to do their function actively or unitedly. This is a very obvious, very clearly understanding for the Chetana motivation to understand. Okay, so that's why that Pali, English translation is what Chitayati. Chitayati meaning is the motivation. That is we call Chetana, volition or motivation. So it's collect. It's a meaning. Collect or united. Its characteristic is a state of the willing to do something and not willing to make a motivation. Its a function is to accumulate. Its a manifestor is a coordination. So it's accomplish its own function and the other function as well. As a senior pupil, the head of the carpenter, etc., doing the something properly. But it is evident, it is easy to understand. One is a car in the marshalling and driving of the associated manifestors in connection with the action walk, remembering to do improperly, and so on. That is, we have to understand about the Chetana. So Chetana is a very important manifestor to react with various kind of objects. That's we call karma. Karma is the kind of the energy to go in the samsara, to go in the samsara continuously. Okay, okay. So I think today we stop here. Okay, so before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teaching lasts and longer in the universe. The more Buddha teaching lasts and longer, the more we can understand our body and mind. So we say Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu. Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu. Buddha Sasanam Chirandidatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame punya asawakayang wahodu. Idame punya Ibanasa Pachayo Hodu Idame Bonya Megapala Nyanasa Pachayo Hodu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. See you next week. Have a good day. Bye bye.